unmute. So I've just unmuted you, Niraj, just so you know you can unmute yourself whenever you're ready. And I'm going to make you the presenter as well. So you can share your screen as soon as you're ready as well, buddy. There you go. You're now live. How are you? Niraj, we cannot hear you.
Hello, Neil. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. How are you, mate?
That's good. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very, very well, thank you. And buddy, thanks so much for agreeing to do this. I know you're very, very busy with your own stuff right now. Prime is pretty crazy for all of us, so massive thanks for agreeing to do this, mate.
That's okay. No problems at all. Just
well,
making
Niraj,
sure.
I will leave it to you and
Sure.
for you to go through things.
Just wanted to check with you guys, Neil, if you can see my screen. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we can
sharing
see
the
your screen
PowerPoint.
perfectly. Yeah, we can see it perfectly, mate.
All right. So this time I have taken a few screenshots from the account. I don't want to go through like Neil was freaking out. I will be freaking out sharing my account as well. So I've just taken some screenshots there, and I'm sure you guys would appreciate that. Okay. So I am gonna quickly give you a walkthrough of Amazon Seller Central and reports, what you can do with reports. Okay. All right. So next. All right. So first thing first is a payment report. Obviously, you guys are all of you guys might not be brand registered, so I won't go into those reports, business analytics, and all that. I'll just touch base on the main reports, the basic reports that you can access on daily basis. Okay. So the payment reports, that's a really important one. You want to know how much you have made, and especially when it comes to the text time at the end of the year. So this is kind of my favorite one. And I'll quickly touch base on the standard reports and invoice report. As you can see on the screen, there's standard and invoice. So standard is basically any customers and customers, and invoice is basically business customers. So you might have noticed sometime you receive orders from business customers. It's basically B2B orders. So you'll have to run two different reports, one for standard, one for invoice customer, in order to get all the data that you have sold so far. So you can apply filters here, as you can see, all transactions or and the date range of your choice and things like that, and then download the report using that right button there that says download. Okay. So that was payment report. Now, when you click on the drop down that was there, you can see that there are quite a bit of reports there: ad hoc, disbursement, order payment, refund, and all that. My favorite one here is the refund. I want to know if Amazon has refunded a customer, but if they haven't reimbursed me for that. Okay, so that's the important one. We need to make sure. There are other reports there that there's liquidation and things like that. I'm not sure if you would ever bump into that liquidation and things like that, and I hope not. Normally refunds or order payments and things like that, they are really useful there. Other reports you can quickly check here, A2Z guarantee claim and things like that. But refund, so what I normally do is download the refund report from here, and then download the reimbursement report, and then combine them together. So run a refund report separately, as I said, and run a reimbursement report separately. Then merge the data into one sheet, and then compare these two together. Normally, Amazon takes 60 days. If it's a fulfilled by Amazon product, Amazon takes roughly anywhere between 15 to 60 days in order for them to reimburse you. So you can't open up a case within 60 days, but you can, after 60 days, you can basically run a report, do the comparison, and find out that the customer got the money back, but you haven't got the reimbursement of that order for that order. Okay, so you compare that and then create a case on a manual basis. Or I got a really good information for you to use and take away from the session. There is refund automation programs. One of them is Qibli, refund.qibli. I was trying to log into that refund.qibli today. It wasn't loading for me very well, so just be mindful of that. And then there is another one called sellerzen.com. So these guys normally file the reimbursement on your behalf and try to get you some money back. So they can also go back to a couple of months. I think it's 6 months or something, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so there are some ways to still apply the softwares and put them on automation, and they would basically try to get some money back for you. I hope that was helpful there, guys. Okay, coming back to reports, this is another one that I normally use on a day-to-day basis. There's something called business reports. Here, what I normally do is go to detailed page sales and traffic by child item. Why child item is because sometimes you may have more than 2 variations, so things like that. So I just by default go there, child item, and then on the right hand side, as you can see, you can filter by date range from and to. Normally it's 1 month by default. So I like to see how many views I'm getting for my product, how many conversations that are happening for a product. If I am getting enough, normally the conversation should be anywhere from 10 to 20%. If higher than that, it's actually better. But if it's below 10%, then there's something to improve on your listing and things like that. So you need to check what's happening on this report. So you will see that there's column for sessions and session percentage and things like that. So normally sessions is basically how many users have, how many buyers actually. I'm talking about users. I don't know why. So how many buyers have, how many potential buyers have visited your listing and things like that. So page view percentage and buy box percentage. Also keep an eye out on buy box percentage. If you have lost the buy box, sometimes there's traffic coming from outside of the US or outside of Australia, whichever market you're operating in. So if you lost buy box, keep an eye out on, see what's happening, why you're losing buy box, if there is a hijacker on your listing, things like that. So that buy box percentage should be normally 100%. Or 95 or something above around that mark. Okay, and then obviously you can see the B2B sales and unit session percentage. So unit session percentage here is basically how many buyers, how many potential buyers, or how many visitors have visited your listing and they end up buying it. So that's what I was talking about, something more than 10. Mine is normally 25%, which I'm really impressed about, but normally that is around 8 to 10%, and that's what I've seen with other people so far. Okay. So that was business reports. Coming back to the reports again, you can see Amazon fulfillment reports. That is where normally you can do your yearly and quarterly analysis. One of them is stranded inventory. That stranded inventory basically is something that is sitting in Amazon warehouse, but then the listing is closed or something has happened. So the listing is gone, but your stock is basically being charged on a daily basis or whatever it is, depending on the size. If the item is like really big item, like a garden hoses, for example, 50 meters garden hose, for an example, they would be charging a lot of money if it's sitting in the warehouse. But if you are selling a really small item like phone case, might be less. So things like that. Okay. So keep an eye out on stranded inventory. If there is anything there, you should be taking action as soon as you can and remove the products to the third-party warehouse or try to work it out in a different way. Okay. Then there's something called sales report. There's an outlet deals, and then there's all reports, all orders. On the left-hand side, there's only small things you can see. That's all orders XML. That's a wrong item I've highlighted there. Normally that XML is ugly looking format. On the right-hand side, I've expanded that section, that everything that's under sales reports, and then normally I like to run the all orders report, not the XML one. Okay. There might be a few things that you could do with XML, but I don't know what are the benefits of XML. Might be something. Okay. So all orders, basically you can give a whole range of the year, and then you can run a report and find out which product selling well, how much sale you had in the whole year, things like that. Again, this can help you with the tax purpose at the end of the year. Then there's a payment report, fees previews, inventory storage, and average overage fees there, and the monthly storage, things like that. So some of these reports are really useful on a monthly or quarterly basis, and some of them are kind of yearly reports. Okay, so that was that. Last but not least, advertising report. You click on the advertising report, and it will take to this screen. Okay, I'm sure some of you or most of you might be already aware of that PPC report. You select the option that you want to run the report. Obviously, search term targeting and things like that. Normally, it's a search term, or if you are targeting ASINs, then you choose targeting, and then you give a date range. And then you will notice that there's a feature that says new feature, recipient. You just put your email or your PPC manager or whoever is helping you to manage the PPC. That gets notified every time the report is run, and you can schedule the report as well, now or future or recurring. But obviously, when you choose future, you give it date, and then if you go recurring, you say monthly or bi-monthly or things like that. There are other options there. Okay. So that was everything around reporting, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the session. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us in the chat box. Thanks,
Neeraj,
Neil.
you are a superstar. That was unbelievably good. Super tight as well. I loved it, mate. Fantastic.
Thank you.
You're getting better and better at this. Well done, mate. That's fantastic. Now, anybody
Thanks, Neil.
anybody that actually wants to get some coaching from Neeraj, because Neeraj is one of the coaches here at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Anybody want to get some coaching with Neeraj? I put links in there if you want to get a product discovery session with Neeraj, and it can help you choose a brilliant product to sell on Amazon, or if you're just wanting some general kind of help from Neeraj about what's going on in your business, about something that's going on, whether that's, I don't know, whether that's maybe you're looking at your Amazon PPC, or you're coming into a particular quarter, or you just want some general help on strategy. Neeraj is there too for you. So I think you will really, really enjoy that. And I put the links in the chat for you. Neeraj, massive thanks again, buddy. That was really, really good.
Thanks, Neil.
Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.